Hello, Digidestined. Welcome back to the King's Courts. Now, a couple of days ago, if you're already subscribed to the channel, I posted in the community tabs a question that I've been seeing go around like a good amount lately, especially among the players who want to run Shinegreymon for the PT13 format, which makes sense. We're going to be stuck in this format for like 3 months. I mean, we still got the structure deck to look forward to, but we're not going to get like the next core set for like 3 months, if I remember right. So we got a good amount of time to. We're going to be seeing these top decks for a while, basically. So for the record, if you want to see a video, basically me and Sheldon or Michael going over our thoughts on what we think the top decks are going to be, and overall what we think the meta is going to, basically the future of the meta here in the West is going to be like. Let us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow. Let's get out of the way now. Don't forget to follow, comment, subscribe, follow our social media description, and the links are in the description. And let us know the comment for the video. Let me know what do you think are going to be the top decks. Like, go ahead and give me like what you think is going to be the top deck. Like right now, it seems like an argument between Shinegreymon and Royal Knights. Let me know what other decks you think are going to be top contenders. Personally, I think Ravemon Burst Mode is going to be a really nasty deck to deal with. I've seen that deck perform; it's pretty good. So that's a deck I think some people are sleeping on, as well as the new Rosemon stuff. I don't know though if you can mix it with Bloom Lordmon. I'm not sure. Like people I know who play Bloom Lordmon are kind of like switching to that one right now. But I'm not really sure if you can mix the two. Let me know in the comments. So, now like I said, I posted a video in the community tabs, because there seems to be some, not like arguments, but debates on which is the better Koromon to run. Now, for the record, this discussion is only for Shinegreymon. This isn't for, War Greymon Tribal, or this isn't for Gaiamon, Black War Greymon. That bit, for the record, if you want to see an updated Black War Greymon deck, Gaiamon, all that, don't worry, I'm working on one. I just want to get some more playtesting done with the deck first before I bring it here on the channel, because I feel like that way I have something to base results on. So I'll be coming back with that soon. So like I said, don't be dang it. Man, so sorry. Like I said before in other videos, I might have to go see a doctor about this cough. Apparently it's like still in my area, but not the point. The point is, basically, this is going to be about what is the better one to run for the Shinegreymon deck. Because right now there seems to be two choices right now. So, we're going to do a discussion on, that's the main point of the video. So, go ahead and let me know in the comments which one do you think is the better one. And I'm going to go over the reasons why I'll give my choice in a sec, like what I think is the better one to run, but I will also go over the strengths and weaknesses of the two, because I feel like even though I have a preference, and I think most people, judging by the votes on the community tabs that I posted, also feel the same way, but I feel like there is some level of, to look the other way too. Not look the other way. That came out wrong. There is some merit in the other one, basically. So I'll just go over that in a sec. So, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. So, now, right now, the Shinegreymon deck is basically full powered right now here in the West. For the recently BT13, we got the last stuff we needed. Before that, in EX4, we got what's it again? Recently, before that, in EX4, we got the Greymon, that gives us extra memory, as well as the Agumon, that gives us extra memory. We also got that other Rise Greymon, but it's not that good. If I'm being honest, it's good, but the other ones pretty much do the same thing, so yeah. And then before that, that's when we got we got this Marcus, which is pretty much debatably still the more important Marcus. So we got so we got our Agumon, and obviously the big guy, Geogreymon. But it's also where we got the big guy himself, our here he is, our BT12 Shinegreymon. So for the last two sets, we've been building up in this deck, and but ever since EX4, I believe EX4 here in the West, BT12, I mean. Ever since the release of that, there's been a discussion on which is the better Koromon. Because the thing is, with Koromon / Agumon being the most popular Digimon, and pretty much the face of the franchise still, he's the Goku of the series, let's be honest here. Orange, lovable dummy who loves food, let's be real. That's Agumon to a T. So, and plus, let's be real, Greymon has blue stripes. That just adds to it. Basically, we're always getting new stuff for Greymon tribal decks. Especially if you run regular War Greymon and Black War Greymon and Gaiomon fans like we post usually here on the channel, Shinegreymon, and we pretty much do all that, which for the record, if you want an update, I did one a long time ago. But if you want an updated War Greymon tribal decks, that sort of thing, let me know in the comments. We pretty much do everything Agumon / Greymon related here. That's why this series it's called Agumon Expert. I think this is the 10th Agumon Expert video. I don't know, I'll put it in the title. But which is the better Koromon? Now personally for me, again, this is a preference thing. I think that the BT5 Koromon from the structure deck, if I remember right, is still the best Koromon to run, and I think this is the best choice to run in Shinegreymon. Now, the reasons why is because if you've been playing Digimon for a while now, you know that each color has a specialty that they're known for. Purple decks usually like to mill and focus on the discard pile. Beelzemon, probably the best example. Let's see. Black decks are usually defensive and have a lot of blockers. Shinegreymon, example right there. Now, red... Again, sorry. Now, red is definitely the set that you run, the color you run, if you enjoy, power up, basically raise up your attack power and try to hit as hard as you can. And as a result of that, the deck red usually focuses on raising your DP and hitting for multiple checks. Now, as a result of that, red doesn't have a lot of draw power. I mean, let's be real. We're not what draws the most? Purple, technically, purple mills. Blue? I would say blue probably. Since blue has debatably still the best resources. And green can go green can swarm basically. If you're playing against Blue Lordmon, they can pretty much go from one Digimon to multiples and from just one memory. Because I forgot what that mechanic's called. Let me know in the comments. Although I'll probably just put the name of it right here. That mechanic that they use, where basically they suspend and then gain memory off that. Or stuff like that. Blue Lordmon's famous for it. So red doesn't have a lot of draw power. So the fact that we can have a Digitama that gives us draw power is incredibly strong. The only one we got other than that is realistically you could run Fireball, but in the Shinegreymon deck, it's not really a lot of space for that. And red, yellow memory boost, a preference, whichever one you're playing. For the record, if you've seen my deck profile on the deck already, which that video has just been exploding this last 2 days, thank you so much if you've seen it already. I run the yellow memory boost because I'm still running the I'm still attacking one rune mode, But if you want to see the whole deck, go ahead and go check that out. So that's an issue that the deck has. We don't have a lot of draw power, but we want to see our pieces. Which is another issue the deck has, which is, pile deck, stacking piles, Trying to go from basically point A to point B, and I'm pretty sure you can guess where this is going. Point C. Let's see. I'm just using this one as an example. D, and then finally E. That's the deal with stacking decks, like decks that pile on top of each other, which we need pieces. We need to see them. And sometimes red can be inconsistent because sometimes we draw too many rookies, sometimes we draw too many ultimates, or if you're like me, you don't see enough of either, personally. So the Koromon gives us a chance to be able to go from there and be able to try to get extra draw power. As long as, we have a Greymon under it, over it. But luckily that's not, like, that big of an issue to draw into. Sometimes, though, we want to see, like, a specific Rise Greymon, or we want to see a specific, like, try to draw into our burst mode. In this deck, at least. So sometimes we need that little extra draw power. So that's my personal reasoning to why I think the red Koromon is the more better to use. But now, if you've seen that post I put, there is another option that a lot of other people have also been using. And I already mentioned it, but I'll just put it right here. The BT12 Koromon. Now, really quickly, I'm going to go over this really fast because I know somebody's going to mention it if I don't mention it. But if you really want, you could also use the BT9 Koromon that gives your Digimon extra 1,000. But this card's good in Black War Greymon and, War Greymon decks, period. Like, it's actually a really good card. And a debate can be made about which one's better in those decks. Either this one's a Draw Koromon. But in a Shinegreymon, this card is completely 100% unnecessary. Because Shinegreymon, it doesn't really focus on trying to boost up its own power. It saps your opponent's power. That's how yellow works. So basically, that Koromon is pretty much unnecessary because who cares about that extra power up? We don't really need it. We're just going to be pretty much deleting our opponent's Digimon by keep minusing them DP anyway. So kind of unnecessary. Now, the reasoning for this one is because this Koromon is also pretty good. In case no one's read it, let me read it real quick. So it's the yellow Koromon, obviously. Your turn, once per turn. When one of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1,000 DP for the turn. Now, realistically, if you think about it, that's not terrible. I mean, the main bread and butter of this deck are your... let's see, where did I put the other one? Oh, there it is. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's be real. Your main bread and butter of this deck is your Marcus Damons. I don't know if any of you tried playing the deck before BT13. I was experimenting with the deck even before BT13 came out because I wanted to get a feel for the deck. This tamer makes a whole lot of difference, and the BT12 Marcus, you need it 100%. You want to see it. The faster you can see it, the better. So, realistically, it's not bad because the main focus of this deck is to trigger your effects that happen when this tamer is suspended. Now, it could be any tamer really that's yellow or red. If you want, you could still run the. I've seen some people are still running the. Let's see. The Tai Kamiya and Kari Kamiya. This is probably the second best tamer you can use in the deck that isn't a Marcus whatsoever, but let's be honest here. Not pretty much 10 out of 10 times you'd rather see your Marcus. So realistically, you're going to be suspending him and then now trigger your Koromon. Because a lot of the Digimon in this deck, their abilities are triggered by Marcus being suspended. Perfect example right here. Let's see. Geogreymon. When one of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2,000 DP for the turn. Agumon from the same set. When one of your yellow or red tamers becomes suspended, one of your opponent's Digimon gets another minus 2,000 DP. The Agumon and the Geogreymon from EX4. Same abilities. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, draw one card, same for each. Rise Greymon from BT13. When one of your red or yellow tamers is deleted... Okay, wrong one. Sorry about that. I gotta mix up the other one. Alright. Geogreymon, I meant from BT13. When one of your red or yellow tamers becomes suspended, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. And with all those effects, you're going to be minusing some pretty beefy Digimon down to 3,000 that will be able to be deleted. So, the fact that you can minus 2,000 from both the Agumon and the Geogray from BT12 and add an extra 1,000 to that does stack up. That's why I mentioned in the deck profile, if anyone here also plays the Pokemon Tcg, we're trying to post some more of that here on the channel. As well as our regular content, we've been wanting to add that as well to our rotation of videos we do. If you have them, I really suggest using something similar to these counters that you use to track HP in Pokemon, because the DP reduction in this deck, oh my god, ridiculously stacks up, and it is really easy to lose track of. Seriously. So, just really quick on that. So, right there, that's like minus 5,000 right there, and you can delete. And right there, with that Geogreymon, you can delete a lot of Digimon. Or here, the new Agumon BT13. When one of your red or yellow becomes suspended, you may delete one of your opponents. See? A lot of things you can do. So, realistically, it's not like this yellow Koromon is unplayable. It's very playable. But I feel like, one, it's going to come down to what do you want the deck to build around? Because if you want your deck to primarily focus on minusing DP from your opponent, definitely this is the better one. But I feel like in the grind game, the red Koromon just allows you to play that grind game better. Because, again, red has issues where it bricks, and sometimes we need certain pieces. So the idea of being able to Digivolve and go into Geogray with Koromon and be able to get a draw. Now, especially if we're using the EX4, Geogreymon and Agumon. If we have these two on top of Koromon, if the tamer is suspended, we're going to get 2 draws from here and an extra from here. So, realistically, we're going to be finding our pieces. Especially since, I don't know how many people have playtested the deck already watching this. I playtested. There are times you honestly don't open up either of these. I'm not even kidding. There are times I've playtested the deck at my locals and I didn't see a single Marcus. So that does, and I swear if you watch like any gameplay on YouTube of Shinegreymon, it does happen. It's crazy when it does though. So the fact that we have a way to be able to keep drawing and to hopefully find that, as well as other cards that are necessary, like if we need to find the big guy himself, Shinegreymon, or if we need that burst mode, the fact that being able to play this Koromon gives us an opportunity to search that is honestly very valuable and something I really don't think we should pass up. Especially, like I said, the only other draw power of the deck is usually like a memory boost card. So that's the basics of this video. I think I'm just giving my opinion. It's a player preference of 100%, and I'd love to see your reasonings in the comments for the other one. But I think the red Koromon is probably the better one to go into, because realistically, there are other ways to set. I mean, the minusing DP is going to stack up anyways, so an extra 1,000 is good. But the fact that you can use a lot of your Digimon to get your opponents to low DP, and then you can just delete them with your Geograys and your Agumon from BT13, honestly, that extra thousands is not necessary. So getting that extra draw is honestly just a lot more valuable. So, but hey, this is just my opinion. I'd love to read everyone else's. If you got any other opinions, let me know in the comments. And I'm really excited to play this deck, if I'm being honest. I really like Shinegreymon, but also don't forget, if you want to see an updated Black War Greymon deck list, I'm not dropping that deck whatsoever. We don't like to drop the decks we show here on the channel, so if you want to see an update on that, let us know in the comments. And I'll also be doing a video with channel member Michael soon, where we'll be talking about the meta and overall what we think is going to be what are the top decks going forward. So if you want to see that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And like I said in the beginning of the video, let me know what you think are going to be the top decks of this format. I think, I don't know, I'd have to put, I think, like I said, I think some people are sleeping on some decks, and obviously there are a lot of other decks that are still going to be playable, like Hunters or Blue Flare, but I think right now a lot of people are hyping up Shinegreymon and Royal Knights because they've done amazingly in Japan, but we'll have to see what happens because, you know, they do they do like a single elimination rounds here. We do best of 2 here. So it really depends on what I think what happens with that. Because remember, at one point we thought War Greymon was going to be the top deck, and then it ended up being like what's it? Hunters, I think? I don't know. I forgot, but basically we'll have to see where this goes. So I'm really excited for this format. I hope you are too. So let me know in the comments, like I said, what you think are going to be the top decks. And which do you think is the better Koromon? And if you don't agree with that it's the red one, let me know why you think it's the other one. I love to read them. We read every comment we get. We try to reply to all of them. And so it's pretty much everything. And stop by. Have a great day. And take care. Bye.